Okay, in this video I'm going to show you how to make a kokedama. That is, these are already made, but I'm going to show you how to do it now. So you just take equal portions of garden soil and peat, and you need to really break it up well so that you don't get any stones in them or big pieces like this, because it's going to break the ball. Yeah, you need to powder it well and add some water. Don't add too much of water, just a little, and then you can add more if you want on the way. I like the way the color changes to a dark brown, sort of a nut brown. Okay, it's a bit messy, but that's what gardening is all about. You need to get messy, and I love getting my hands into it. Okay, I think we've got the consistency now. And you just hold it in the palms of your hand and start compressing it. You can do any sizes, but I've got small plants, so I thought I'll show you the smaller ones first and then show you the larger ones a little later. So here you go, you've got your ball. As I said, if you pull out all the fiber and the bigger portions of it, you won't break your ball. Your ball won't break. So that's what it is. And I've got my Spanish thyme, which is a beautiful plant, and it grows slowly. It doesn't grow too fast. I'm going to knock off that leaf from there so that it starts rooting from that point. And all I'm going to do is just a hole with your finger, hold the whole thing, and just that, yes, make a hole in the center, and the plant goes in there, and all you do is hold the soil together again. The idea is to compress it well. It needs to be really tight. And that's it. I think I've got that. That looks a perfect shape as well. Yeah, I didn't try too hard. As I said, it's easy, but you need to be careful with it after. So I got some nice wool. I love this natural color, the earthiness in the color. So all we're going to do is just wind it around the ball. I don't know where the start is, but yeah, let's just cut it and start somewhere. So let's get that out of the way. And I've got the wool. Okay, so careful. You have to carefully start covering the ball. I'm just trying to carefully cover the hole. Yeah, you should not see any of the sand, the soil. So this has always given me trouble. So this time I got thicker wool so that I'll have lesser winding around to do. And wow, this is covering well. You can use any thread if you want it to add a little bit of color to the room and steam it up. You can add some shocking pinks and yellows, but I like to go the natural way. I thought this was really earthy, and it highlighted the plant more than the ball. So my kokedama is almost done. All you have to do is just look around and check if there are any areas not covered well, and just go over them once more. And that's it, I think. Now you finish it well. All you need to do is a cut, and I'm going to try and push this in somewhere so that it finishes off well. So with the same sort of a scissors, you push it into the soil. That's it, and it's covered, and you don't even know where the thing started. Oh right, I can see where we started, so let's push that in as well. And you've got your kokedama. So you can place your kokedama in a tray and throw in some pebbles. All these are the ones I found in the garden, so, and a little bit of coal. This time not for water purposes, but just for texture. And then you mist some water in, and I love to see the color changes with the misting. And see that you mist them twice a week. The wool retains the water. You can turn it around. See that you mist them. You're going to feel great and also look great. Your plants at all times must look happy. If they are not, then there's something wrong with them. And please notice I've used very small plants, because the idea is to show off the kokedama and to show off the texture, and try not to overload your tray with too much of foliage. And that's my kokedama. This time I've placed it in a tray, and if you're going away on a holiday or something, you can trickle in some water into the tray so that the kokedama sort of absorbs the water from the tray for about a week or so. But otherwise, just twice a week, if you're going to spray them, they look lovely. I just want to do one more spray just for the finishes. I love that freshness. Thought I'd show you how to hang a kokedama, since we've already done the others. So you moisten your soil. Okay. Now, how do you know that your kokedama has enough water, and how do you know that the consistency is right, the whole thing? You need to make a ball, and when you throw it up and catch it, it's not supposed to break. See? Yeah. Now you know your kokedama is ready. If it wasn't, it would have broken. So since I'm going to hang it, I've already prepared a cord. I thought I would just be a bit creative with the sort of braid. It's a nice rope sort of a braid, and I made a knot there so that it does not undo, and I've got a couple of knots. I thought I'll do my kokedama around this area. So then you split it, you place this knot in between and see that you get this knot there so that it doesn't slip out. Place it back and you start compressing again. You need to be a bit more careful this time because you've created a sort of a crack, so it may just give up at the same place. So you've got that done. Get out all the water. Yes, so that it gets firm. Looks a little lopsided, so I'm going to add a little more here and just keep pressing till you know that you've got it firm. Okay, and now I'm adding my plant. Since it's a small one, I'm just making a hole on the top. Another one of my favorites. This is the spider plant. Since it is just starting to root, I don't want to push it too deep. Anyway, the wool covering will hold it together. So this is how it's going to look. And when you string it up, this is how it's going to look. Yes. So just let me get my hands washed and start the winding of the wool. I'll leave that down there for now. You make an impression, yeah, and let's start winding the wool around. We can add the plant later. So after you've finished covering the whole soil with the wool, the impression still stays, so you place in your plant. Yeah. This is really helpful since it doesn't have much roots, and all you do is try and pack it in with a little bit of soil if there is a gap. If not, don't smother the plant. The back is okay, so I'm going to leave it and just push it together. And that's the hanging kokedama. Looks good. And I like the spider plant, which gives it a little bit of quirk in it. And here you have it, your hanging kokedama is ready.